Hello, this is Dan Lyles with Lyles Insurance. This video is going to go over when does my Ohio SR22 auto insurance requirement end. Many of you aren't even sure whether or not you need to carry an SR22 filing, so we're going to answer that question also for those of you who are unsure. And also, if you do need the SR22, how long are you required to carry it? That's what this video is going to help you solve. First, let's cover some background about SR22s. An SR22 is not auto insurance, contrary to popular belief, nor is it a bond. It's simply a state filing that attaches onto an auto insurance policy, or in Ohio what's known as a financial responsibility bond. The best way to understand how an SR22 works is to think of it as a tattletale, meaning that if you ever cancel or lapse on an SR22 attached policy, the auto insurance company is required by law to notify the Ohio BMV. And then once that happens, your license will be suspended again until you put an active SR22 filing in place. To answer those questions, it's very simple and easy. It only takes 2 minutes and it's free. You just need to visit this web page, and don't worry about writing it down because I'm going to post a link below the video to make it easy for you to click on. And if you're watching this on YouTube, I'll also include it in the description. So when you click on or type in the web address that I just gave, this is what you should see. And on the next screen, I'm going to blow up this part of it because that's the important part. This is where you find out what you're wanting to know. You'll see here that you have two options, and either one of them will find out your SR22 information. However, the second one is free, and so most of you are going to want to click on the unofficial 2-year driving record link. Now, if you want a 3-year driving record of an official copy, you can do so by clicking that top link, but just understand they charge you $5 to do so. So once you click on one of those two links, this is the page you should see. And I recommend, if you have your driver's license number handy, that you fill out Section 1 part, driver license information. You just need your license or state ID or key number, your date of birth, first letter of your last name, and the last 4 digits of your social security number. If you do not have a social security number, just enter 4 zeros. If you do not know your license number, then fill out the number 2 section, person information, and that will get you there also. So once you enter that information and click continue, here's what you will see if you do not need an SR22 filing. You'll notice on the second line your license status says valid, and you do not need an SR22 because if you did, below all of this information would be a second box that says withdrawals. On the next screen, I'm going to show you what that looks like for a driver who does need to carry an SR22. This is what it will look like if you do in fact need to carry an SR22 filing. You'll notice on the second line here that it says license status is valid. That's because that person is actively carrying an SR22 on their auto insurance policy as of now. If you're needing an SR22 and don't have one, that would probably say suspended. Now, here's the important part, is in the second box, withdrawals. This little section down here tells you the important date you need to know. And let me blow that up on the next screen. So here's what it looks like blown up. The bottom right, where it says FRAN, that is the date that you will no longer have to carry an SR22. That's important to know, and I'm going to talk about that on the next slide. And like I said, it's very important that you know your FRAN date when you're no longer required to carry the SR22. And here's why. If you remove the SR22 too early, your license will be suspended again, even if you keep your auto insurance policy active. And likewise, if you keep it on there for too long, once you get past your expiration renewal date of your policy, you're more than likely overpaying on your premium more than you should be. And one last thing that's important to keep in mind, your agent or auto insurance company has no way of knowing when your FRAN date is because of privacy laws. So you must notify them, let them know to take your SR22 filing off when you reach that FRAN date. And finally, for those of you who need an Ohio SR22 filing and you're having trouble either finding an SR22 policy or can't find one at a decent price, if you would like for me to run you an SR22 auto insurance quote, I'll be very happy to do so. I've included a link for both vehicle owners and non-vehicle owners. Click on one of those and I can run you a quote that'll get your license back. Or if you'd simply like to get a quote over the phone, I've also posted my phone number. Thank you for watching and have a great day.